Alright, so now that we've finished the aqueduct quest, we're going to go back down here around the side of the mountain and kill some of these guys that respawned. Alright. I don't think there was enough time for a reset while we were in that quest, but just in case, I'm going to check the rare again and see if it spawned in the time we were in the quest. Because sometimes if you take too long in a quest, things will reset out in the wilderness areas and you can have a new rare. But I don't think it is, because this ice spider was here last time when the rare was not. No, doesn't look like it's there. Also, I should mention, you got to be careful when jumping from high places. You could see I took a little damage from doing that. Don't want to do that too often. Later on, you'll get an ability on some items called Feather Fall that will allow you to jump from distances, but for now, try not to jump from too high an area. Alright. So now if we come back around, there's these guys to take out. We'll take out these guys again. Sahuagin Priestess. Our Acolyte. Alright. So we could go up here to some of the different places. But that's where the end quest is, so I will save that till we come back for the end quest. We need to go back now, and we need to find Lars Hayton's quest at the Korthos Manufactory. So, what was that? So, let's kill all these guys again. And we're going to make our way back towards the front again to the Korthos Manufactory. Now, I should point out that obviously you can do these in whatever order you want. This is just kind of the way that I've developed running out here in the wilderness area to hit everything kind of more or less in an order that makes sense. The only reason I save the end quest area and the explorers up there for now is because you have to go back into town to turn in all of these quests before you can get that final one. So there's no point in going up there since you're going to have to go all the way back up there for the final one anyway. So we're going to come back around to where we were before by the waterfall. This time we're going to go up from above. Kill the rat, kill the cultist. And we're just going to go around the side here. Now this is another bridge that you can take to go over that side. Now if you see this bridge, this will also take you up to the ending area, and that right up there is where your aqueduct explorer is, and a lot of people miss that one. So we'll make sure that we get that when we go over there to the end area. So we're coming back around towards the beginning of the wilderness area from a different direction. Instead of down in the water, we're coming up through the ruins. So you can see there's a bunch of ruins and stuff over here. But we're going to go over this way because we want to go up those stairs over there to the Korthos Manufactory. So there's some rats. Hello, rat. Hello, rat. So we'll go back around behind here. Now you can see there's like this big stage, a bunch of ruins and stuff. Over there, that path is what takes you back to the entrance of the wilderness area. But we're going to go up here. This big entrance has like a waterfall coming off of it. It's got a couple guys hanging out. This is the Korthos Manufactory, and this is where we'll find that Lars Hayton, whose family crypt we were in for that very first quest in Korthos village, and whom we are looking for. So we'll go up here. There's these pipes and stuff, and explore.
An angled sewer grate leads to an old abandoned Korthos manufactory.
And we'll enter. Alright. So again, I mean, if you needed to summon your Highland, go ahead and do that. I'm going to have him give me a... maybe. Hey. Wake up. Fine, doesn't want to cooperate. One thing you'll notice, DDO, the hirelings, they do their own thing. Sometimes they'll work right, sometimes they won't. You just gotta hope that they're doing what you want them to do, for the most part.
First imbued mystical life into automatons. Much later, the doorway ahead has been boarded up.
It interrupted itself.
Oddly,
The story that it's telling us as we go through here and in Korthos area is that House Cannith, which is one of the ruling houses of Stormreach, which is the area that this entire game takes place, they are the people who created the Warforged race. So if you go through here, this Cannith manufacturer is one of the early laboratories that they used to create Warforged. So we'll go around here. You can see there's some iron ooh, that was a good hit. Iron defenders, some crates. I just got a spot check. There's some traps also, you'll notice. Some acid ones, some blades. I've got a spot thing, so I'll search. Ooh, I managed to find it. There's a secret door here that has a valve. And it will turn off the first set of the acid traps. There's another guy. Make sure you break things. Break, break, break. Get the iron defender, pick up that potion. Now, it's probably not a good idea to try to run through those blades. You could do it, you probably wouldn't take too much damage, but it's not a good thing for most people to try to do. I was hoping that I had some sort of throwing item so that I could throw it and hit those breakables. Let's see if I can find something over here. When you come over here, you should get another spot check if you have a high enough spot, and you can search. Ooh, I found it again. Rolling well on those. Second valve. We'll turn off the rest of those and give you a little bit of experience. So that's for people who are not going to be able to make it through those blades no matter what they do. Like I said, they probably won't do too much damage to you on normal, but you probably don't want to run through them just the same. There are some breakables in there, but it's probably not worth taking damage to go in there. So we'll just keep going. Should be another breakables over here and a defender. So the defenders are also creation of House Cannith, I believe. And as you can see, they're kind of like a mixture of metal and muscle. One of the classes in this game, the what are they called? Now I can't remember. One of the classes is able to have iron defenders as a companion.
Humming with compressed energy resolutely blocks your path.
So this is where we need to go, but we can't get in there. So we need to go around the side here. There's a couple guys to kill. And we're going to go over there. Now there is a second area over here where there's a chest and some iron defenders. But we can't get in there because you need to be able to unlock this door, and we can't. So we're just going to go because we can't get in there to kill those guys or get the chest. Be careful, they shoot grease out. Slip on it. So we'll come over here. We need to get in this room and break those crystals. But that door is locked, so you'll hit this one, come through here. And it looks like it's just a shrine until you get in here and see that there are pipes and a valve. And this will open the door back here. So once that's opened, we'll come in. You can see the crystals are powering these little lines of power here that go all the way over to the door. But we can't get them because the jets are kind of protecting them. So we've got to hit all of these valves that you'll find around here.
You hear a definite alteration in the pitch of the hiss.
So you got to find all of them. There are several of them all over these pipes. You got to find them Oh, I don't want to punch, I want to get the valve. There's some on the back.
Without the alchemical jets,
alright, so once you get all of them,
crystals, you can now easily
we can
destroy
break them. And the power
crystal shatters,
fades.
the hum of power slowly fades into a heavy silence.
So now we'll go back around here. And the door is now open. So we'll come inside. And you find this pool. Now the pool is also covered by a magical barrier. So you run across the magical barrier and you can see there's Amalgam, who's a bodyguard, and Lars Hayton. I love Lars Hayton. He says some of the most random things. And one of the most memorable lines in the game, as we'll see here. Alright, so you'll talk to him. You, what have you done? My protection is gone. There's nothing stopping the sahuagin now. Uh-oh. He put the gates there. Stopping them from what? They're hunting me, you fool, and you just cleared the way for them. Sorry, had to find you. People of Korthos need your help. Then you've wasted your time. Generations of my family fought and died, while those selfish wretches did nothing. Those villagers just want me to stand in front of the sahuagin tide so they don't have to. But what about...
Oh no, the sahuagin found me.
So then the sahuagin will start appearing over here. You'll need to fight them off. Make sure that Lars Hayton does not die, otherwise you fail the quest. So you want to make sure not to let them do too much damage to Lars Hayton. But his bodyguard will help us. Ooh, we got a sahuagin exterminator. I always just try to beat on whichever sahuagin Lars Hayton is fighting so that they don't attack him.
Still blocking our escape. Watch for more attacks.
Watch for more attacks. Now you can right click on NPCs and you can see their health and stuff. And if you need to, you can command your hireling, or if you have healing, you can heal them yourselves. You can also buff them. Let's see if my hireling will oblige us this time. And they'll also gain the benefits of those buffs and abilities. So that can be useful as well. Alright, so you get kind of a pause here in case you need to go back and use the shrine here. You can see pieces of different creatures and stuff like that they put together. But after a short wait, they'll start spawning again, so don't take too long.
Now you see what I have to deal with. Once the sahuagin get your scent, they won't stop until you're dead.
Alright, we should have one or two more waves here. Once you get the red name guy, you know that it's the last wave. So we don't have the red name guy yet. Alright, so this should be the last wave once we finish this.
We might actually get
Alright, last wave. Alright, so take out the caster. Now listen to Lars's line here at the end. It's the best.
The sahuagin magic is gone. We
beat them off this time.
Hayton looks weary.
It's the best line in the game,
Latest attack.
delivered by Lars Hayton.
You should talk to him again.
So once you defeat them, you know, he settles down finally, and you can talk to him again. Will it never end? The sahuagin will keep coming until I'm dead. There's one way we can end. If we work together, we can drive the sahuagin from Korthos Island once and for all. I've heard talk like that before, but everyone who stood up to the sahuagin and their pet dragon is dead. What about Kaja? Are you going to let her die too? Or maybe the sahuagin will take her alive to the mountain. Don't you talk about her. No, no, that can't happen. I won't let it happen. All right, I'll help you. But doing research about the dragon, I've come to a startling conclusion. Oh? I've discovered the dragon is not here of its own free will. It is being controlled by a creature most terrible, a mind flayer from the depths of Khyber. But therein lies the key, and I have a plan which we might just turn the tables. I will send Amalgam to meet you at the base of Misery's Peak. When you're ready, talk to him there. I will, till we meet again.
Go now.
And after a few seconds, that will end the quest. So make sure you get the quest, or the chest here.
With
And
Hayton finally
then it
persuaded to
ends.
help, the people of Korthos might finally win their struggle.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and finish to recall from here. So now we just have the final quest, which is Misery's Peak. So let's get ourselves set up and ready for that, and then we'll
A mangled
be able
sewer
to do
grate
that.
leads to an old abandoned Cannith manufactory.
So move over here, we'll kill these guys again, and we'll just go back to the entrance and leave out here so we can get that 100 Slayer before we leave. Alright, so we go down here. You can go all the way around, or since there's a waterfall over here, you can jump in the water. Oh, we still took damage. That's okay. Kill these guys. No. Alright. We'll come down here to the stage. I don't know where that guy's going. Alright. Kill these guys. Alright. We'll go up here. There's one more guy. This will be our 100th. There we go. Got us another rank. So you can either go this way or you can go up and around. Either way will take you to the entrance. This way brings you this group of 5 here. That if you have some sort of spell that can hit a bunch of people, you can hit them all pretty quick. And the first shrine, technically the first shrine in the wilderness area. Come up over this hill, and you can see these guys wait in ambush for you if you come from the main entrance, but we'll ambush them. Slide down the mountain and take this guy out. There we go. That's a good hit. There we go. So go back up the path here. Now again, the reason I do all this in this order is because now I can just come up the path. I can turn in the very first quest that we did out here with the giant. You did it. Wonderful. I knew I could trust you. Alright, and then you can pick up a helmet. So this one gives you Intimidate and Haggle +1. This gives you Will Save +1. Concentration +3 and Tumble +1. And Concentration +3, Diplomacy +1. Oh, random sahuagin. None of these are super fantastic for me. I'm going to go with the will save one just because that's the only one that is something that might actually be useful. So go ahead and equip that. Just look through here, see if there's anything else worth equipping. That's a tower shield. I can't use that without an extra feat. It's a +1 longsword. But I don't think it's going to do any better than the one I have right now. It just adds 1 extra damage, and I have the fire damage on this one. Club. There's a potion of resist sonic. Some goggles, electric resistance. Well, since I don't have any, I'll go ahead and put those on. Scrolls, gems. There's some throwing hammers. I will keep those around to have some sort of throwing weapon until I find something better. Okay, so let's go ahead back in town. We'll turn in all the other quests we finish, sell everything, and then we'll go back out and set ourselves up for Misery Peak. Misery's Peak is the name of that place. See, this guy has a thing above his head, so that will appear once we've turned in all this other stuff. So back in town, talk to Ursa. Okay, we found Hayton. He's alive. We plan to get rid of the dragon. Alright, good. Don't hang around here. Don't worry about the village. She'll hold the sahuagin off. So now we pick up one of these. Each of these have a thing on it that you can use. We call them clickies is what they're called. That is an ability that's like a one-use thing between charges. I'm going to pick the Feather Cloak. Yes.
Your finding Hayton transformed the village. It seems as if all of Korthos were holding out for news of your next great victory.
The Feather Cloak gives you 1 use of Feather Fall, which allows you to fall from any height. That's going to be useful in the next quest, or in the last quest here in Korthos. So then we go back and talk to this guy. Yes, we found her. Pick up which type of goggles you want from this guy. I'm going to go with the Goggles of Insight. These goggles give me a +1 to attack. I don't really need the electric resistance, so I'm going to change those out. Then we'll talk to the mayor. Hey, mayor. Thank you. And we got to pick up the first of these sets. Now, all of these, there are 2 parts to each of these sets. You've got to figure out which one you want, depending on your character class and everything like that. I'm going to go with the protectors because it gives me Intimidate +3, and it gives me a damage reduction of 1, which reduces all my damage by 1, which is useful. And once I have another one, it will give me Light Fortification and a +1 to my armor class. So I'm going to pick up the protector's gloves and put those on since I don't have any gloves. Let's sell everything that we don't need. I would like to trade. So I will start off with repairing. So add everything and repair. Then selling. I'll sell all my gems first. Tower shield, club. I am probably not going to use that. The arrows, I'm going to keep the throwing hammers around. I don't need this engraved ring, shockproof. I'll keep those potions. None of these resist ones I'll use. Shield of Faith I won't use. I'll sell all those. Now I'm going to hold on to these dragon shards for now, and I'll explain why a little bit later, but they can be useful later in the game. You might as well hold on to them because we'll be able to store them in an area specific to them later on. Finally, before we finish this video, let's go ahead and talk to our trainer and use our action points. Since we have 3 of them, let's see what we can increase. I can do more lay on hands, Sacred Defense stance, +2 to armor stance, maximum dexterity bonus, which would be useful, 25 to damage wear, or I could go over here on another tree, benefits when fighting undead or evil. That's all there is. Or I can go over here to my human one, human versatility. What could I do over here? Skills, action boost, positive healing, 5 hit points. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to click on this. What does I have? Gain +1 attack evil outside and deal 1d6 damage. Or you gain +1 attack to undead and deal 1d6 additional damage. Let's do that one for now. What does that open up for me? Extra turn undeads. Divine Light. Remove disease. Smite evil. Attack boost. Let's do one more here. Ooh, that opens up some options up here. +5 shield armor class. Aura now grants an additional +1 armor class. Or you take 5% less damage when struck while helpless. I don't have turn undead yet, so let's go ahead and do this. My aura will make some people stronger. Okay, accept, close. Alright, so we are all set up for our final quest of Korthos. So join us next time. We're going to go ahead and do that, and we will finish up Korthos Island. Be prepared, it might be a 2-parter though, because the final quest is much longer than some of these other ones. But we'll see if we can get through it all in one go. Until next time, play games. See you later.